Hello guys, once again welcome back to your big guy channel. In this video we will talk about some pro stuff. There are 5 tricks which every Excel user should know, especially those who work as a professional. Alright, so let's get started. If you haven't subscribed to my channel so far, kindly hit the subscribe button for such an amazing videos coming up. So first trick we have is date formatting. Alright, if in case you have a date like this format and if you need to change it to other format like the format which your computer has in inbuilt, so how you can do that? All right, so we're gonna do it right away. So select the entire date, whatever the dates are there, that columns, and go to data tab. When you go to data tab, the function you need to select here is text to column. When you click on text to columns, then next let it be delimited, then go to next, and here you need to select tab. In others, select the others and put any symbol which you want as a separator. All right, so you can put any symbol whichever you need, and make sure it is select the treat consecutive delimiters as one. It should be selected, and after this you need to go again one more time next, and here you need to select date, whichever the format you want to select, month, date, year. So basically month, date, year is the very common and it's always used everywhere. So, and always remove the destination, so it will change here in the same place. All right, so let's see. Then what you need to do is to click on finish only, and here you are. That's all is change. How easy, right? Hope you got that. Now we talk about the trick number 2, which is also again a pro number. I mean the trick number for pros. So here you have a contact list and you need to add the country code. Okay, so as we are in UAE country code is +971, so we're gonna do that. How do we do that? We select the entire numbers, and again you need to go to data tab. No, this time of course you don't need to go to text to columns, but this time you need to go to home tab. In general, you go to more number formats and you go to custom. So here you need to do the custom changes. Instead of general, you remove this general. Okay, all right, and you type here +971 space if you want to keep a space. If you don't want to keep a space, you can remove that too. And here you type 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. If you put 10, there will be 0 additional, so you need to put 9 numbers. So country code plus 9 numbers. So this is how it's gonna be. All will change at once. Click OK. Here you are. This is very important trick. Most people are not aware of it. Hope you like it so far. So let's move to trick number 3 and 4. Here you are. It's trick number 3 I have is Control G. All right, if you have a data like this and you have some blank columns which you need to update at once, you can do that. Select the entire columns like this. All right, I'm going to be selecting all of this. Press Ctrl G from your keyboard. It will open a dialog box like this. Then go to special, select blanks and click OK. Whatever the data you need to input here, you can type. So I'm going to be putting PH, for example. I already put. The next thing you need to do, press Ctrl Enter, not Enter. Don't press Enter, yeah? Control plus Enter, like that. Are you are? See, it's already highlighted also. So I hope you got that. That was a trick number 3. Now I will talk about trick number 4. Let's say you have this all PH in here, right? And you want them to be highlighted in a thick border. So how do we do that? At once you can do it. So first of all, you should know one more trick like this. The shortcut for filter, Control Shift L to remove, and to put Control Shift L once again. So here we will select all this, remove the blanks, click OK. Now you need to select all this and press from your keyboard Alt H B T for thick border. All right, so this is done. Now you need to remove the filter, and here you go. You see all which has PH has been selected by thick border. All right, so this is very important trick. I'm aware of most people, they do not know of this trick. All right, so at once you can select this. It makes your life very easier. So we have done with trick number 4. That was a trick number 4, border rules. All right, and another thing which you already see, the PH is coming already green. I can show you how do we do that. It's very simple. Highlighted cell rules. You need to go condition formatting in your home tab, click here. You can do highlighted cell rule, text that contain, whichever the text you want to highlight, you can also put here. I want to say PH, and whichever the color you want to put, you can custom format as well. border fill. If you want to fill any specific color, example, I want to fill this. All right, click OK. So there you are. So far we have completed the 4 trick. Tip number 5 is very important, and it's very important actually. So pay attention. The Excel Pro trick number 5, auto fit column width. Example, I'm gonna be typing something here, right? Like name, company code, designation, and address of employee. Did you see something here? No, you did not. Okay, let me guess. So how do we auto fit column? If you keep on doing like this, it's gonna take a lot of amount of time, and it's stressful. So I'm gonna be typing the same thing again, and it will fit it automatically. So how do we do that? You need to go your sheet here and right click. When you click right, click on view code. So this type of dialog box or sheet will open, or it's BBA code. Here you need to select worksheet, and here you need to type only 3 words: sales dot entire column. You can also do double click like this, comma, auto fit. It's only here. So that is it you need to do. After this, you need to go here, file, and close and return to Microsoft. Now whatever I want to type, I will be typing you one more time the same thing. I type example name, company code, address. You see, serial number. It's shrinking, I mean it's adjusting, it's auto fit. If I type something long, let's say details of their offices, and I click enter, you see. So it's auto fit. Whatever you type, the columns will be auto fitted. Same thing you can do with the rows as well, row auto fit. All right. And guys, mid function, how does it work? So it's all formulas, works with equals, start, mid, mid, bracket open, and then you need to select the text. Example, if I select this text and start number, means the middle of this text, what you want, means you need to extract the mid of this. So from where you want it, the start number. If I say I want AN, so which is like A is the 4th number, so I will write here 4. And now it says number char, means how many text you want to extract from this particular text. So if I want only 1, I will press 1, so it will give me A. If I press 2, it will give me AN, so I will press 2. So that is the only formula I've made. So it's simple, AN. You have got AN from Rohan Sharma. Okay, next we talk about concatenate. Concatenate functions is very important in order to combine 2 or more text together. Okay, so it says text 1, we select this, comma, it says text 2, it could be number, anything you can select, and bracket close, press enter, and here you go, Rajkumar 25. Next function we have is of dollar. It gives a symbol of dollar, so you can select any value, it will return the symbol of value. You see, $26. Now we talk about exact function. How does it work? This function works if 2 values are exactly same, then it gives true. If not, it gives false. So which I have selected now same, so it will give me true. If example I remove E10 and I select something else, example this, so it should give me false. Okay, now let's talk about next function, which is left. Left function works for the text. You select any text and number char. So from left side of the text, how many numbers you need, how many particular text you want to take. For example, if I say 4 text from the left side, so it will give me Rohi, ROHI, from Rohit Sharma. Okay, next is function we have is len. Len basically is all about the length of the text. It gives you the length of the text. You select this and bracket close, so it says it's 11 words are there. So basically this gives the length of the text. Next function we have is lower. I'm sure most of you already know about this. It's all about changing the format of the text, upper to lower, lower to proper. So now let's go to proper. When we talk about proper text, you select again the same and bracket close. Now it gives me proper. Next function is replace, very important function. Most people are not aware about it. So old text, example, if I select this and it asks me start number, means from where you want to change. Okay, I say I want to change from the beginning, or then number char means how many text you want to change from here, replace. So I want to roh means 3. Okay, then new text I want to put, so I will put koo example and bracket close. So that is it, enter. Koon Sarma instead of Rohan Sarma, you got it. Next function is rept, rept, bracket open. Rep is basically repetition. You can repeat anything you want with this function, and inside double quotes you can put anything. Example, if I put here a $sign and as many times I want to repeat, I can use any of those numbers. Example, 22 times, bracket close. Simple enough, right? So you get it, 22 times $sign. Next function is right, same as left. It gives the text from the right side rather than left. Example, this Manish Paul or Rami Singh, example we take, comma. So I want only 4 letters or 3. Example, if I want only 3, so basically it will give me ngh, the last 3 letters from the right side. Next function is substitute. Substitute functions, it's very good as well, same as replace. And first you choose text, next you need to select old text, means which you need to replace, what you want to replace. So I want to replace AMI from Rami Singh. Okay, so that goes under double quotes. Next is new text, what you want to replace it with. I want to replace with DUR, and don't worry about the instance number, doesn't matter, you put or you don't put, you could put 0. And now you see RDUR Singh instead of Rami Singh. Next function is we have is T. Most people do not know what is the use of T. Basically T returns the same value if the text is in text format. If it is in number format, it will not return anything. Example, let's try one more. I select this and bracket close, it will return nothing, because if it is, so it basically gives you confirmation if it is a text or it's something else, could be number. Okay, next we talk about trim function. Trim function is very good to sort out the data very quickly. Example, you see the data here, it's messy here. There are many spaces in between and in the end and also in beginning. So how do we trim it? Simple enough, it gives you a proper data. Next, last one, we have upper. If you want to change this to upper format, do like this, simple enough. It's your big guide, do subscribe and like the video. So let's get started. The first function we have here is day. How does it work? Equals day, bracket open. Here it's asking serial number. Either you can select the date, whichever you have, like if I have this date, I can select and bracket close. So this will give me 12, means here in this date 12 is the day, 4 is the month, 2022 is the year, so it gives me day. All right, so you hope you understood. If not, let's go one more. Equals day, I can put even now the formula, bracket open, bracket close. So this is how it will give me now, means today's date, it's 20th. All right, so it's 20th June, so it give me today's date. Let's talk about days function. It says end date, then start date. So basically you need to select 2 dates. This end date, this is start date. So it will give me how many days are there between those 2 dates. So it's here, it gives this number basically, but I will change it to general, so it changes as 487 days. So between those 2 days, those 2 dates, there are 487 days. All right, the third function we have is days 360, means the year of 360 it will calculate instead of 365, so it will give plus 35. Let's say days 360. All right, this function, it says end date, start date is the same thing, so I will say start date and I will say end date. Method is optional if you want to put or not, doesn't matter. Enter. It says 480 days. So it gives me 7 days less, as I said earlier. All right. Now let's talk about the next function is date. How this function works, equals date. Year, month, and day. If you want to know the today's date, for example, if I will put 2023 is the year, month is going on June, which is 6, and day is 20th. All right. So that's how it will give me the actual format what is in my computer. So if in case ever you need to know that what a date format is there in your computer, you can just use the function date also. Next we have hour. This function is very good also to know hour, how many. The serial number, you can select either the date or you can simply type now, means bracket open bracket close. All right, so it will give me 17 hours, means it's 5 o'clock, 17 hours, because it takes us 24 hours time. Now let's talk about the minutes. How many minutes are here after, equals now bracket open bracket close, one more bracket close, press enter. 16 minutes. So right now is 5:16 is the time. All right, now I have next function is week number, means sometimes we need to know that which week is going on right now. So week number is the function which works here. Week number, you can put simply the serial number, or you can simply put now again one more time. Okay, so which is the week number is going on currently is 25th. So the week number is going on here is 25th. This has changed the minute because it's 5:17 now. It's been 1 minute. I'm still working on this video. All right, so guys, if you haven't watched until now, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are many more videos coming up like this. All right, next we have function now. Now gives you the exact day today or exact time right now. What is the time? Date and time. All right, so it gives both date and time right now. So if you ever need to know date and time, you can just simply use the function now bracket open bracket close. Same function works as today, which is for the date. Enter. So here is your date, 26, 20, 23, 17, 18 is the time. And next function we talk about is the month. So which month is going on, if you need to know in Excel, you can use this function. This is how it works. So this is the 6th month, means June is working. Before I move to day-to-day function, I will talk about this day. So there are times you might think that you have put all those functions in place, but how do you know what day is today? So simply for that matter, you can type here the formula is today, bracket open bracket close, press enter. It will give me Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. How did it work? Let me show you one more time here. So first of all, you need to go to your formatting, go to customs, remove from general and put 4 times D here. Okay, and press OK. Now if you put equals, now it gives me Tuesday's one. All right, so this is how you can get the day. Now going on to the next function, which is day-to-day. Before that, I can show you some shortcut. Control and semicolon, you press, you get the date. Control Shift semicolon, you press, you get the time. All right, so these are the 2 shortcuts. Last function we have left here is dated if. So how does it work? All right, between dated if, it calculates the days, years or months, whatever you wish to calculate between 2 dates. So first you need to select the first date, second date, comma, in double quotes you need to type Y for year. Okay, so it will give me how many years are there between those two dates. So it is just 1 year. Okay, you can also add up here, like open the formula, you can put here and it can give you years like this. All right, close. So it's 1 year. Okay, now 1 year is there, but there is no space between 1 year. So how you do that? Go here, press a space, go here, press a space, press enter. So here you are, space. If you want, instead of year you want month, you can change it to month, put M, and here you put months. Okay, so you got 16 months. Now if you want to know days, how many days are there, instead of M put D and you remove it to make it days. You got 487 days, which is also here. Now there is one more thing I want to tell you in this video only. Let me delete this so it's easier. Okay, so dated if function, if you want it in all together also it works. How? Dated if, bracket open, first date, comma, second date, comma, in double quotes y for year, bracket close, and parenthesis years, as I mentioned earlier, but here you need to put a space, years. You can also join here, and dated if, again the same thing you need to do, comma, this one, comma, here you need to put month for M for the month, and bracket close, and here you need to put again end and parenthesis months. So it gives everything all together. All right, so this is how. And dated if, you can see the formula, I hope. And then again you need to select the same thing here, this comma, this date, comma, for days you need to put D inside the all quotes, bracket close, and parenthesis days, space, parenthesis, and bracket close. Should be 3 times. So here you are, 1 year, 16 months, and 487 days. All right, so this is how it works. Here in the months I didn't put any space here, so let's see. Now as you see, 1 year, 16 months, 487 days. Formulas, drop down, and flash fill, how those two functions work in Excel, which belongs to data tab. Now let's get started. If you haven't subscribed my channel so far, so please do subscribe to Your Big Guy channel. All right, so let's begin. The formula number one we have is sum, very basic, almost everyone knows. All the formulas started with equals and then type sum, and you can have bracket open. You can put any numbers here, or you can just drag down like that and bracket close, press enter. This is how the sum function works. All right, next function we have here, or next formula we say, is an average equals the same thing we need to do here. We can take out the average of all of this, or two numbers, or whatsoever. All right, so numbers which you need to put it, press enter, you get the 56.42 is the average of all this, total of this. All right, so next we're going to talk about the function called count, which is formula number 3, equals count. So the count function works only for the numbers, not for text. Let me show you. If I will drag this one, so it's not going to give any count, it will give 0. Okay, so it's 0. Now the same thing I'm going to do it once more with numbers. All right, count. If I count those numbers, as you can see, I'm selecting only 5, so it should give 5. Yes, correct. So this is how the count function work on. Now next function we have is concatenate, which helps to join two text or text with number. So that's how it works. All right, so let's see. Concatenate, bracket open, you can select anything, text or number. Okay, second, you can select anything again, text or number. One more time if you want to select, so it can join all three together. All right, so this is how concatenate function works. Press enter. As you see, everything is there in front of you, but there is a flaw in this one. Most people do not know that if you want to put like space in between, how does it work? All right, so let me show you one more time. Concatenate, for instance, if I take this comma, if I need to put a space, I have to put double quotes, space, double quotes, so which means the text 2 is blank and text 3 is this. We have, as you can see on your screen, this is how the concatenate function works. Press enter. Now you have see there is a space between Harish, Kamil and 23. The next function we have, which is conditional, which is if, mostly used for conditional condition formattings and formula. So in that case, if you have idea how to use, it's better. If not, look it out. It's very simple, but a bit more complex for the people who have never used it. All right, so if first you have to give a logical text. Okay, so what do you mean by if this happens, it should be true. If that happens, it should be false. So it's just like that. Okay, so example, if I say if 35 is equals or bigger, if 35 is equals or bigger than 50, then give me value good. Okay, just anything you can type, doesn't matter, but it should be uh, yes, double quotes should be there before or after the text. Okay, again, if let me explain one more. If logical text here says if b7, which is 35, is equals or bigger than 50, then it is good, otherwise it is bad. So this is how the if function works. You give conditions there, you press enter, as it says there is a problem here because this thing comes before then equals. All right, the symbol, that's it, that's all is fine. So bad. If I change this 35 to 55, for example, now it has changed, good. All right, so this is how if function works. Now we talk about formula number 6, which is replace. In order to replace any text, all right, so it says old text. I take this old text, says the start number from where you want to replace. I say from number 1. Okay, from starting from R, and the number char means how many text you want to replace. So I want to replace 4 text, for example, RAJI, I want to replace all together. So what you want to replace it with, which you need to type in double quotes. Okay, I will say, let's put this. All right, anything, it could be whatever you want to replace it with. So here it's going to give you May Kumar. All right, so press enter, you see May Kumar. So that is how replace function works, guys. If you are liking the video until now, if you're watching, please subscribe to my channel for more updates. Let's move to formula number 7, which is sum if, which is, as you have seen, sum here, sum if. Now it is conditional sum. Okay, so equals sum if. Here we give range, then criteria, then some range. So first of all, we need to give range. So this is your range. Okay, next is criteria. Here you need to put criteria, means what. So if I say I'm looking for Rami Kapoor, Shami Kapoor, I mean, which is will always be there under double quotes both sides, comma, some range, means what you want to sum. So you want to sum this. So here it gives 181. So how do we know 181? Okay, Shami Kapoor 98, Shami Kapoor 83, which becomes 181. All right, so this function is working correct. Next function we have formula number 8, which is count if equals count if. Range, first of all we need to give range. Okay, we give any range you want to give, you can give for count if function, and then you need to give criteria, means what are you looking for, what you need to counting. If I say here in the text Manish Paul, all right, okay, give me the count of Manish Paul. How many Manish Pauls are there? You must be wondering why this formula coming in the red form. So there are 2. Okay, Manish Paul 1 and 2, that's why. If I delete 1 from here, it will change to 1. Okay, back. So why this 2 is showing in different color? Because I put color here already in this particular column. Okay, so this is why it's coming like this. All right, so not to be confused. Next we talk about formula number 9, which is VLOOKUP, and my favorite one, equals VLOOKUP. In VLOOKUP functions, first of all, it asks for lookup value, means what the hell are you looking for, that's what it means. So I'm looking for Hasib Khan. So where is Hasib Khan? In this table. Okay, which table? In this table. Then what I'm looking for, column index number, means basically table array, you have can select the whole thing, and column index number means what are you looking for. So I'm looking for the Hasib Khan sales, which falls in column index number 2. So 1 2 3, this is how we count the columns. So number 2, comma, it's asking if you want exact match or false. So of course we need exact match, so we put 0, and for false we put 1. So bracket close, that is it. Press enter, so give 29. So Hasib Khan's sale is 29. If I change this number to 88, it will change to 88. Correct. The last function we have here is index match. This is a little complex, so we talk about this in detail. Index. When you put only index on, you want to see only index. Okay, let's see it. Only index functions. First of all, we need to select array. All right, we select the array and comma, we select the row number is 2, and we select the column number, let's say 5. That is how it's done. It's saying reference, means in this formula there is a mistake. So once more, index. First of all, we select array. If we select the whole thing, it should work. And row number, let's say I'm looking for Kamil, row number 2, and column number 1 2 3 4 4. Again, it's asking for reference. Something is wrong with this index function. Even yesterday I was trying to make index function and it didn't work, but I hope it should work this time. Index, index array. Let's see if I select only this, comma, row number, if I select 4, column number 4, but in row number 4 there's nothing, so it should be row number 2, column number 4, bracket close. Again, it's asking for reference. I don't know seriously what is the problem with this function and index, and index function has this problem, but I can show you here index and match. All right, index. In index match function, first of all, we select array, which is the numbers. All right, so you select those numbers, comma. Now we put match. Lookup value. What are we looking for? Example, I say this I'm looking for. He says lookup array. Where are you looking from? I'm looking from this array, comma, exact match is 0, bracket close twice, 1 for index, 1 for match. Press enter. It gives me 52. So Rajiv Kumar 52. That's correct, right? So index match function is working perfectly, but index only isn't working right now. So probably there's a problem. But in another video, I have already the video. I will share in the link in the description and comment box. Hope you find it valuable. The bonus here we're gonna give you is drop down and flash fill. First of all, I'm going to show you how to make drop down list. Go to data tab, data validation, change any value to list, and click on source. Bring your cursor there and select any list which you want to. Put it okay. Drag it down here. Now you have a data validation here. Drop down list. You have drop down list is ready. You can just select from here. All right. And now how you delete it? Select data validation. Yes. You can directly click on clear all. Okay. Data validation is removed from here. There is nothing is here. Now the last function I'm going to show you is the flash fill, but for that I have to delete all this. All right. Okay. Now flash fill we will talk about. Let me delete this as well. Put this aside. Okay, this is how flash fill function works. First I type FRADOSH for dosh, not OH. Correct. It should be the same. Okay, at least you need to type 1 or 2, then flash fill function works. Harish Kamil, KAMIL. Okay, now bring your cursor here down, go to data tab again and click on flash fill. Now it's all fill, flash fill, it's all fill. So this is how the flash fill function works. You don't have to type everything by yourself. If you want the name, full name and last name separate, so I mean the first name and last name, so this is how it can work. All right, hope you like the video guys, and sorry about the index. I'm gonna give you the link in the description. See you next time.